What's happening, everybody? Welcome to this next edition. So, following on from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, how can it get much better than that? Well, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Spider-Man, the video game. So if you haven't played it, check this one out because it's a beauty. Whether you like Marvel or not, this is such a good game, and we're going to play it right now. Okay, so I just put a couple of credits into the cab right now, and we're going to load them up. So, Spidey, as you can see here, so it's a 4-player, not too dissimilar to some arcade games as old, but you've got Hawkeye, which you all know from the Avengers movie if you've tuned in, Spider-Man, who you should all hopefully know, Submariner, I'd be surprised if you do know, but if you do, you get extra kudos, and then Black Cat, similar. So, we're going to be Spidey. There's only one superhero we're going to be right here, and it's going to be Spider-Man. So, we get a nice little intro. Spider Sense is tingling, Chapter 1, the Mystic Power Stone. So this was one of the first games that absolutely blew me away. So there's a couple of reasons for that. A, graphically, it's just a treat. Okay, so this game came out in the 90s and it was at my local sports centre and it was such a good game. I used to play this after swimming and those kind of things, and it was so cool being Spidey and just being able to deal with some of these guys. You can swing, as you can see there, and you've also got a super web move, if I can do it, and there I can. So it's got two buttons effectively. You've got a punch and you've got a jump, so not too dissimilar to most sideways scrollers of the 90s and late 80s. But what's slightly different is the Mode 7 graphics, and that's coming up in just a minute. I'll also tell you right now that this was one of the first games, and certainly one of the first things I ever saw Venom. So Venom's quite a popular character now in the Spider-Man world, but back in the sort of like late 80s, early 90s, I'd not really heard of Venom, didn't really know much about him, but he makes an appearance in the game. And again, when you're playing this with a buddy, when you've got one of your pals alongside you, maybe it's Hawkeye or Submariner, this game is great. So here we go, straight up against the Scorpion. And we've got this annoying guy in the red here who just won't die. And then the Scorpion's giving us a bit of a problem here as well now. So we're going to deal with him. He's the first bad guy for the level. And then this canister here, you'll see this is Venom coming out now. So here comes Venom to get involved in the party as well and cause us a bit of a problem. Now in just a minute we're going to get that Mode 7 treat that I've just told you guys about. And I'll tell you what, this bit is quite tricky. There we go, you're having that. Anyone left? No, so the Scorpion's done one now. So now it's just me and Venom toe to toe. And Spidey versus Venom. Spidey's always going to win this scrap, to be honest. So, two buttons, as we were saying. Press the two buttons down together at the same time and you will get the spider web. If you jump and at the peak of your jump you then press attack, you then get the spider swing. There you go, so that's Venom down. Now, here's the little bit of Mode 7 magic I was telling you about. So as a youngster I was playing this game, beautiful sprites, and then suddenly it would zip in and it would become a completely different game now. So now the game is turned almost into a 2D sideways scroller. You're no longer punching or kicking, you're literally just zapping out your web in almost like a bit of a 2D shoot 'em up, kind of like, I guess, maybe a bit of a Metal Slug kind of vibe to it. Maybe not quite as extreme as Metal Slug, but you get the point. So this part here, again, I've never seen it before. It was just amazing. And as you can see, the graphics are great. You've got some great Mode 7 zipping in and out, and you've got your parallax scrolling in the background. What a great term, by the way, parallax scrolling. And then Venom's back for another fight off. So he's pretty easy to dispatch with this time round, but now we have to follow him up. And again, the level and the screen now jumps at such a rate that you have to stay on top of it or else you end up falling off the building. So again, imagine this as I'm playing it now, but imagine it with four of you going toe to toe right now with these bad guys. It's great, and like I said before, if you haven't got four of you, just imagine playing this game with you and a good pal. So, this is level 1, Venom's just about to get it. Let's check out and see what level 2 looks a bit like. And it's the helicopter ride. Let's get out of here. And the whole time we're controlling this, which again, is just really cool. Probably cut it there. And if you want to, you don't have to. So here we go then. So this is the start effectively of, I call it level 2. It doesn't actually flash up as a level 2. And you'll notice now that we're back into big sprites, big graphics Spider-Man. And we're dealing with some of these bad guys. So again, it is a button basher, guys, okay? So it is absolutely a button basher, this game. But I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, you want to relieve a bit of stress, bad day at work, you want to kick in some bad guys. It doesn't get an awful lot better than this. Boom, take one of those. Oh, okay, and have one of those back, fine. Okay, so Venom is back. Why not? Just when you thought it was safe. But again, great button bashing going on now. A few combos thrown in there. Bit of a jump. You're having one of those. You're having one as well. And it's just me and Venom again now, so got to try and deal with him. And you just missed actually, but just off screen, the Kingpin appears at this point. So again, for all you Marvel fans out there, really good to see the Kingpin make an appearance. We've had Scorpion and so far Venom. And that's within the first couple of levels. So again, if you are a bit of a Marvel geek, as I certainly am, that's not a bad start to a Marvel game. There we go. Venom is bitten the dust, and I don't know, he dribbles off some rubbish there as well. So there we go. First level down, dusted, completed. Spidey's happy with that.
Spider sense tingling, signaling danger.
Okay, so here we go, Hobgoblin, just give you another bit of a flavour. So we've got the Hobgoblin, we've had Scorpion, we've also had Venom, and obviously we've got Spidey here leading the way. So the game pretty much, guys, this is it, okay? This is it in its entirety. It's various different levels now with various different bad guys. The mode 7-bit that we saw a minute ago, there's plenty of that to entertain you as well. But again, this is much better as a game played with a pal. Playing it as a solo, it's fun, it's great, but it's not as much fun as when you're sat there with a good friend battering through the bad guys as Spidey and his chums. So check it out. If you've not played this game, see if you can get a copy, see if you can get the cab, but just go and enjoy it because it's absolutely superb. So that's Spider-Man, the arcade game. What a great game it is. Again, if you haven't played it, go and check it out. But leave me your comments. You might disagree with me and think actually it's not such a good game. But for me, the sideways scroller, the fighter, you know, stuff like Final Fight, Golden Axe, Spider-Man the arcade game's right up there. It's a great two-player co-op game. And if you haven't played it, go and try it out and see what you think.
Okay, so for more great arcade reviews, please visit homelogerdirect.com.